Hello ladies and gents, I am Adventrue and welcome back to From the Depths Adventure Mode, episode 31 I believe it is. So in this episode I would like to expand my ship and add another laser turret, probably to the rear of the ship around here or so, and also see what's just attacking me. So let us go have a look. So immediately there's a load of small fire, and it looks like the primary has been shot down already by my laser systems, or at least destabilized. Excellent. Some of the accuracy leaves much to be desired, it seems. Yeah, it looks like my detections are not that accurate on a ship this scale. Maybe I need to add some visual detection. Oh heck, one thing I do need to do. Build. My shields are not set to reflect, they're still on absorb from previous episodes. So we'll go change to reflect, go. This will actually stop the light craft from shooting me. That was quite nasty. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change one of these into a actual camera tracker. So I have one laser tracker, one gimbal camera on each one of those, like that, and that should hopefully, yeah, it's now tracking the target. That's getting some lot better detections now. Still fluctuating considerably. Let's actually see if I can adjust it any further. Oh, I haven't done an auto adjust in ages, so auto adjust in both of those. And that looks, I think that's a lot closer grouping happening there. And now the target is 2 damaged. Brilliant, so I'll order my ship over there to go claim it. The other craft are getting shot at now by the lasers and very shortly killed. There's a very nice effective use of my ship. It didn't take too much damage, though I was mostly out of engagement range of that target. I have made a couple of modifications. Firstly, I have increased the altitude at which this floats to reduce the drag, though it does also reduce the thrust. I'll probably counteract this by actually making the whole ship hover in the near future, once I have enough materials. Next, I have added a couple more shields on, just to help cover the sides a little bit better, and also adjust the colorizers. At the fore of the ship, I have been adding in more batteries and replacing the beams. Unfortunately, at the moment, this does make the new battery compartments a little bit more vulnerable to attack. Otherwise, the has been pretty uneventful. I'm now travelling towards the downed plane, one right over in this distance here, in hopes to destroy that. I am now picking it up on sensors, but I haven't really had a chance to destroy it as of yet. Don't want to go through the portal though as of just yet though. Ooh, looks like my ship is now in range of the target plane. Let's go see how quickly it fells it. Poor unfortunate plane is just on the surface. Currently only 2 lasers are shooting at it. Already it... oh, it's a particle accelerator powered one. Has already been disabled. Oh, and torpedoes hit it, completely annihilating it. Makes life a lot easier. So just carry on heading over here and gather the resources. Interestingly enough, in that battle, my power didn't go down too much. It is still dropping significantly, need more RTGs, but generally the power is staying a lot higher. Mostly in part due to the massive increased number of batteries and the slow but surely gradual increase in RTG power. Once more, I have begun adding jets onto the ship to increase its viability in speed. I'm now moving at a much more respectable 15 meters per second, where I was really going at about 10 meters per second before, which for a ship this size is still pretty quick, but on Nita can go a heck of a lot faster. So I have decided it is time to move on to a new difficulty area. So difficulty is currently 100. Let's see if it does actually increase any further, or if 100 is the cap. There we go. Through the portal. And difficulty is still at 100. So it appears that 100 is the absolute limit. Ooh, at last a ship has spawned in of some sort. Though, looks like she began aiming at it but then stopped. Wonder why that is. Smoke is firing. Ah, hobgoblin. It's at a considerable range, so I don't think the cram can. Yeah, the cram can't even reach this far yet. And already, the improved power of my laser system is now apparent. Once it is not below the water, it is able to strip blocks quite rapidly. Still not great, but you can see the power requirement is sufficient. It's about doing about 80k power. But slowly but surely my engine backup of the battery pack is going down. But the resources are going up. As I destroy more and more blocks, resources are increasing. See, quite impressive to see, actually. And this is going to be quite a valuable design, since it is made primarily of cram cannon. Cram cannons being some of the more expensive components you can build. Primarily focused at the centre of mass, stripped out another main gun there. Now you can see the power requirement is dropping for the laser system, now only having around about 75k power to draw from rather than the 80 before. Yet that did take a considerable length of time to reach, so I am happy with the performance of it so far. Obviously, I would like more RTGs and a larger backup battery bank to ensure even longer combat. Order my Adventrue raft to go towards it. Like with the hobgoblin, it looks like it is now at last being destabilised, and so it's going to probably crash in short order. Heard the cylinders overheat then, and there we go. Was that a bank of repair bots? Wow. Didn't save it. Now 2 damaged, and going to be a nice load of salvage for me. Even so far, it's offered up around about 16k resources. I'm going to go to gather its salvage. So how much more will that be? Another 11,000. Amazing. That is going to be very nice. Another couple of RTGs for sure. Where laser battle is occurring. Oh, massive particle accelerator blast there. I just broke some components. The galaxy. Ah, the galaxy firing. I've lost 1 block, which has now been repaired. 2 two small drones, they're flares, moving in to fire their, looks like it's 1Q laser systems. Maybe we should adjust, ow! It should be moving to engage. The flares though are proving to be more of an issue than I would like. Just one, the 4 is not firing though. The components shot through there. Galaxy Mothership is getting very close now, which is a bit concerning, particularly with only one weapon system firing. Huge array of missiles is launched at me, and take a ammo cache explosion there as the particle accelerator fires through, breaking components up. Maybe we should adjust the prioritization to shoot smaller things. This is proving quite painful, in fact. Ow. I'm going to take manual control, take out this particle accelerator turret, because that is proving to be a big problem. Good, I managed to take most of it out. I'll let the AI finish up. My land system is okay effective, but I do probably need a second one in order to cope with these large barrages, which all the godly and expert designs I am now facing are sending at me. Also, only one layer of shielding, not very good against everything. You need really 3 layers of shielding. 2 kinetic reflect for defense against fragmentation, and 1 laser absorb, because I can't really use smoke, because then that will affect my own lasers. The Galaxy though is almost destroyed. Then the flares will be defeated shortly afterwards. There you go. The flare is shot down and destroyed almost immediately, it seems. Thankfully, the turrets are, laser turrets are still actually fighting. Move around to go grab the last remnants of materials from the Galaxy Mothership. Good, it is also 2 damage. That means my lasers will now fire against the other flare. Or at least the missiles will. There they go. Racking through the target. Not fully destroying it, which is a bit concerning actually. But now it's in the water, I think I'll actually have some torpedoes en route to destroy it. Oh, the torpedo hits my own ship. That is something I need to adjust immediately. Yeah, that has destroyed a lot of my PID controls. It's going to take a moment for my ship to right itself. But it will do, at least now. My ship is currently content to keep on sinking. I have to add a ton more thrusters at the rear. Right, here we go again. Right out from the bottom of the ocean. I'm just going to try and hope that the PID systems will activate and get me back on track. A bit annoying that they decided to fail to right me, but it's probably mainly because they are on the base of the ship and have no control on the top. So maybe I might adjust that. They'll really need more resources in order to make these sort of redundant systems. I barely have enough to keep my ship running as it is, because I have gone for RTG power, which massively inflates the cost of my vessel, and to make any sort of changes I need stupid amounts of material. We have a new white flares ship spawn in, one of the retaliators. So it does have quite significantly powerful bow weaponry, and I think that might be a inertial frag, which if it is, that's going to make a real mess of my ship. Still, I should have a decent advantage with my hit scan weaponry, which has just begun to fire. So let's see how I do. One system is firing. They are currently engaging me at a rather ridiculous rate. I haven't lost any blocks yet, but another ship has spawned in. That looks like it's a Titan. My ship still believes the white flares is the primary target. I have taken no damage so far. Major explosion racks through the white flares ship as the foregun is detonated. Cram cannons just fall shy of blowing the fore off the ship, and still yet to take any significant damage. I'm taking more and more blocks of damage. It looks like the 4 laser was making me have a significant reduction in damage output. Once that is repaired though, that should begin firing again. Or not. Where it isn't firing. Yep, I accidentally sold the actual beam thing, so I can't actually fire the system. Yep, it's not connected. Whoops. Major flaw on my part. Now both lasers are firing once more. Whoops. The white flare ship has sustained significant damage, so I'm going to force fire and aim manually against the Titan. The cram cannon has been shot off the Titan. The laser system now looks like it has been fairly significantly damaged. Titan's head has been removed. We'll allow the AI to continue firing. Moving towards these targets. Just that this one is probably going to give all its materials to the Titan, which as you can see is gaining a lot of materials. I want those materials for myself. Primary laser though, now it is actually firing on all 4 combiners rather than just the 2, is draining a lot more power. The Titan itself though is pretty much dead. Its cram cannon is lost, its laser combiners do still exist but are in a extremely sorry state of repair. Probably not that accurate. No, they've taken a good number of blocks off, but the top section is now too damaged. There we go, it's now disintegrating. That leaves the base plate, which has probably been racked by torpedoes already. Yeah, it looks like there's a fair few damaged components. And now the laser is firing, eating away at the engines internally. Oh, here come a few torpedoes as well. Just to help it on its way. Brilliant, 7,000 material gathered from shipping. Another 8,000. Gives me with 40,000 more material, which I can put straight into RTGs. After a really quite ridiculous length of time, something has spawned in, though it's just fallen straight out of range again. Let's go see what it is though. You can see my power has reduced. I have gone for a more efficient engine at the moment, in the hopes that it will definitely be able to defend me. Still, what is it we are facing? An Oracle. That's a weaker design, isn't it? I also need a new name for Adventrue, for the Adventure raft. Dauntless doesn't really suit it anymore, since it's now only a single rather than triple hull, and its turret well is slowly being integrated into the main body. Really, the only things which keep it the same are pretty much the length, but that has been extended, the turret well and the fore, but both of those I'm removing. Both laser combiners are now working, and with the slightly more efficient electrical engine, it's not draining the power as fast, which is very, very nice. Those spam cannons are pretty spammy, but they're going to fall way short, giving me plenty of time for my lasers to just rack through. Already one turret has been detonated, leaving a massive gaping hole. The other one appears to have lost its firing pieces. It's still got one firing piece left, but all the barrels have been knocked off, completely weakening that design. Two little survey weapons do still exist, but I don't worry about those things. These engines are overheating. And there goes the foregun as well. The power of my ship is now gradually reducing. Haha! One of my missiles just fell out from pretty much orbit and landed on it. Nice. Here they come. The APN's guiding them in at extreme ranges. How far away am I? 2.5, yeah, 2.5k for those little missiles is pretty decent. Particularly for a vertical launch. Those systems actually taking the tops off the missiles on this craft, which will make it so that if it ever does fire its missiles, most of them will not be able to aim at me. Looks like one of its mainframes, the aiming one, has turned offline because it's no longer firing at me. A few missiles there. Launching up, but see, without proper components or without guidance, they're just going in completely the wrong direction. Shouldn't be too long until this is too damaged now though. Yeah, more torpedoes hit. If I aim manually and take out this gun, that will basically instantly destroy it. There you go. Oh, still 57%. Okay. Though, look how close I am, and those will be able to just tear through at an insane rate. Look at those blocks just disappear under the weight of fire of the lasers. Another 15 minutes has passed before this next target has appeared. Let's go see what we're facing. Oh, I think that's a Tsar. It is. No. Let us order my ship towards it. Used to have a very, very, very nasty high velocity railgun. Probably still is armed with that, but probably nowhere near as dangerous due to the fact that I have a thin layer of shielding. It's still armed with quite a nasty looking gun there. Holy smoke. That looks terrifying. She's got an inertial HE. Let's see how I fare against this thing. One of my lambs is actually taking a fair number out, and there we go. Starts smashing the front. Initial spam. Taking not much out, it seems. He's about 50 blocks. How are they doing? After that initial barrage, slowly but surely repairing all the damaged components, but after buying RTGs I didn't have much left in. Oh, there we go. The internal is hit. The whole ship goes kaboom. It's quite a weakness. Seems to have had a light block internal defences, but that's quite a critical failure. Just trying to survive via having a huge belt of heavy armour, but what on earth is that? Oh, that's holds the ammo storage. Gotcha. Ah, so against aim point it would be very nasty because I'd be aiming at the underground, not underground, underwater layer, and that would make it considerably difficult to hit. Same with the heat sources, again, deep underwater. But without aim point, I actually had a severe advantage. It's the purple laser fire I'm interested in. So, looks like it's another galaxy. See, this time my battery bank is surviving quite nicely. But again, they're going to pick up that resources. That is so infuriating. How particle accelerator racks through again, and I'm lost. I'm a bit concerned about particle accelerator. It has a chance to break straight through the citadel and kill me. Good, the cram cannons are getting shot out the sky. So only one is firing again, and there comes the Macross missile launch. It looks like it doesn't want to fire. Let's override it and get it firing. Right, let's just take out this little flare, get the resources. Just blast out the sky. Again, I haven't really got a counter to high air. I think what I would like to do is add a couple of combiners, basically vertical combiners, so they'll just shoot straight up in the sky at a 45-degree angle. Missiles again, smashing into my hull, doing relatively minimal damage though. Good, I managed to collect some of the resources. Let's go grab from the other one. That galaxy is heavily damaged, but as am I. Having lost both my primary weapon systems. Just not wanting to fire due to the failsafe. That's mainly because of the armoured barrels, essentially. Actually, yes. And the manual fire, I'm able to target the more vulnerable components, such as the turret base. If I can knock that whole turret off, it's going to severely reduce the life of this vehicle. Though I've just been hit by another major blast. This is now 2 damaged. And that's more resources for me. All that wonderful material is now going to be mine. 11,000 material from that. That's going to be enough to repair all my components up, it seems. Excellent, all the components have now been repaired, but that does only leave me with about 1,000 resources. So, pretty much after fighting the galaxy, I made about 800 material. Not a very good trade. Then again, this time I didn't have to retreat to the bottom of the ocean, and I have now destroyed several designs while retaining full surface capabilities. So I guess that is a good thing, even if the total rewards of such a combat are minimal. Ooh, another target has spawned in. My lasers have just begun firing, and it's firing a big barrage. Looks like a fair bit of it is probably going to hit me, actually. Oh, is that another retaliator? Oh no, it isn't. It's a desecrator. Right, I am losing some blocks now. Mainly because I think this is inertial frag. Where are my lasers actually firing? Oh, 4-gun has been shot off. Could easily just take this out manually. I might just do that. Ah, 2 damaged over there. Something else has spawned in. Over there. And I'm dead. So, defeated. That is a real shame, really. How did I die? Looks like that is a laser? Did I just get laser sniped? I could well have done. Or got hit there. It's just a problem, because it pauses when you die. You can't see what killed you. Is there any way to continue? No, there isn't. I think that is probably a good place to end it. Throughout vast dozens of trials, I was getting hopeful that I was going to be able to keep on this for ages, but alas, I got sniped. I didn't defend the Citadel enough. What I should have done I should have put some actual shields internally all the way around the citadel. But, you know, I'm right in the middle there through several multiple layers of armour and everything, and yeah, it's about, I think it was 2 layers of heavy armour and 3 layers of metal armour, protects me from all directions, apart from the base, which I think is only 1 layer of heavy armour, but does have all of that protection as well. Still, I died, and I shall end the episode there. So thank you very much for watching this episode of From the Depths Adventure Mode. If you did enjoy the episode, please leave a like and or comment below, as it is always great to hear from you lot. Otherwise, that's it from me for now, and I shall see you next time. But until then, I'm out. Goodbye!